this unprecedented heat scorching, sweeping all through a substantial part of southern Europe, mainly southern Europe, and even last night I heard some news about casualties. I just thought it was about somewhere around Spain, where it was practically the whole south part of the continent. There's too many kind of scientific predictions that the heat wave is not done yet, and therefore we need to prepare for another one. So therefore, I would say it's crucial to take some really important preventive measures, whether you're in Europe or not. The first one, I would say, although some people try to say that taking an excessive amount of waters is not necessary or you don't need to push it that much, I think any way of hydration would be, I would say, a really crucial measure right now. And at the same time, rather than just following the traditional method, just making electrolytes or adding salt, whatever it is, to water, it's a lot more beneficial and a lot more effective, especially during these heat waves, although I do not discourage having any amount of water, whatever you can. And fizzy drinks, I would say it's better to stay clear, at least until this heat wave is over. The most practical way would be adding fruits and vegetables, especially stuff like cucumber and celery and several others, rather than making a smoothie just to consume, just to not to miss out on fiber. And besides adding as much as you can fruits and vegetables, I would say there is this yogic hand gesture which kind of aligns your whole molecular structure, making it a lot more plausible for a mitochondria to just to survive with the amount of water available. I would also caution you, besides doing this for 45 minutes, if you are dieting and if you are struggling with overweight and stuff, you may want to start it with just 15 minutes or so, because one of the things it does is it indirectly increases your appetite. That is, the sense of taste becomes a lot more acute, and therefore you might feel you'd appreciate a lot more. Everything becomes a lot more palatable, and therefore you might be tempted to eat a lot more. So that's one little caveat to bear in mind, and obviously stay away from the heat wave.